like we often tell jokes and we engage in antics. We goof
Not
around.
very good jokes,
Yeah,
but
no,
jokes
pretty lame
nonetheless.
jokes. Pretty lame jokes. One of my favorite jokes to make whenever we're doing sound check, I actually did it just a few minutes ago before we started the show. It was like, I have a Polish friend who does sound. I have a check 1 2. I have a check 1 2. I have a check. That's just an example of the kind of shit. But yeah.
You didn't know that Chris was a dad and tells dad jokes.
Oh
did
yeah,
ya?
no,
Yeah.
dad jokes all day, man. Definitely dad jokes all day. But yeah, I can't even think of any specific examples because it always comes so on the fly. We don't ever rehearse anything. We don't ever prepare any bits or anything. But Jake over there on the he's when we first started playing, Jake didn't have a microphone because he was like, I don't want to sing. I'm not going to sing. It's not going to happen. So eventually, I basically forced him to have a microphone, and I put it in front of him and was like, you're going to have to sing and you're going to have to do all this stuff. So naturally, he starts making jokes in there, So now we go up on stage with 2 microphones, and he's, being his usual absurd, goofy self, and I just sort of react to it, But yeah, no, he's just such a goofball. There's always something, there's always some silly line coming out of his mouth, and
you guys really do have a great dynamic on stage. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely enjoyable to watch you guys. I think, honestly, for local bands with your original music that you bring on, by far one of my favorite bands to go see. Definitely one of my favorite bands. I would recommend anyone to go check them out, especially if you like that kind of jam music. But at the same time, I don't want to classify you as a jam band because you guys can definitely rip it up. You can get rocking. You get the crowd jumping for sure. And
we try to be versatile.
Time.
Yeah, we try to be versatile. We don't want to just do the same type of stuff. And yeah, we like a lot of jam. But, well, we specifically really like the Grateful Dead, But we don't want to just be doing these extended 20-minute songs and 30-minute songs. Not that we don't do that kind of stuff occasionally, because we do it 4 times a show maybe, But we still want to have that we want to have all these other aspects to it. We want to be able to have aspects of blues and country and funk and even some punk and some metal in there too. We want to be sort of a combination, an amalgam, if you will, of lots of different styles. So that's sort of what we try to do.
And I know I definitely appreciate that. So you might have seen me leaning over talking to somebody else because when you said the whole 20-minute song thing, there was an instance where I was out at a bar. I won't really mention names or anything, but someone was playing music on a jukebox. They got skipped. So what did they do? They found the longest songs that were available on the jukebox. And seriously, 2 songs was something like 48 minutes long between the 2 songs. Part 1 was a Grateful Dead song where the first 10 minutes was nothing more than them tuning up their instruments.
Oh, sometimes they can make a full song out of that for sure.
They sure did. So I just felt... I thought it was hilarious.
I'm definitely guilty of that at the jukebox at the bar. I've on more than one occasion gone there and put on 3 songs, and they're all 20 minutes or longer. And the thing about it too is, the songs that I pick, I don't know about the songs you were hearing, but the songs that I pick, most of the time, what you find is people going, "Is this the same song? Oh, this is actually really good,"
We were getting, is that the same song? But the looks of the crowd was like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this still playing? So when is my song going to come on?
I have a good story about this. I went down to Harley's. You guys know Harley's here in town?
Very well.
Yeah, so we went down there one time. I went down there with a few friends, and one guy I was with had the idea to put Echoes by Pink Floyd on the jukebox. Now, for those of you who don't know, Echoes is like a 23-minute song. But the thing about it is that, in the middle for a good 7 minutes or so, it's just like, ooh, it's just all these crazy noises. And, I'm playing darts with the guy, and I just remember there wasn't a whole lot of people down there, but there are these two girls down on the other end playing pool, and this other lady's like, "Is this Halloween music? What is this? What are we even listening to?" It's just, I mean, it's a great song. It's an awesome song, but it's just, to get that reaction out of people that aren't familiar with the music, it's definitely, Normally, if I put on a 20-minute song, it's going to be something like Turn On Your Love Light. It's going to be something that really moves, It's not going to be something that goes into these weird these weird spacey jams.
Honestly, what you do is you put on one of those songs, and then you just leave the bar.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really the goal of this. I remember listening at I think the song was like 26 minutes long. At like 24 minutes, I was like, shouldn't we just stay the rest of the song? I feel like we need to just complete the song at this point.
Yes.
But nope, we left, and the next song I think coming on was like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
So the poor people, and let's just put it that it wasn't necessarily a bar, that was a jam band bar.
Yeah.
So
sure,
it made it just a little bit sweeter and a whole lot of fun. And from this day on, that man is one of my heroes.
Makes me think of that John Mulaney bit where he's talking about putting on What's New Pussycat like 14 times in a row on a jukebox at the diner, right? And people are all like losing their minds because at first they're like, wow, this song's a lot longer than I thought. And then they're like, wait, is this song, how many times is this song played in a row, Oh, my God. Well,
That does sound kind of like fun. Well, we are getting on to about 36 minutes of rambling, and
we've been having a lot of fun here.
Possibly boring people, hopefully not. I think that it's been exciting. It could be because I just keep pouring myself more bourbon. I think this is the most amazing podcast I've done. In reality, it's probably because I keep drinking bourbon. So one thing that Chris offered to do, and I was super excited about it, is to play a little acoustic for us.
Yes.
So, Chris, what were you thinking of playing?
I didn't have anything in mind. I was just going to sort of decide once I grabbed my guitar and picked it up.
Awesome. Have you decided? Well, you haven't actually grabbed your guitar, so
no, I have it right here.
So.
I'm definitely going to be doing an original tune one way or another, but it's just a question of which one.
All right, fantastic. Why don't you go ahead and pull out your guitar, think about what song, and before you start playing, just introduce the song, and we will take a listen, see what we think. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. I'm just super excited that I'm getting a private, intimate concert in my studio, a.k.a. kitchen, and hear what you come up with. So, Chris, if you want to go ahead and take it away, we are excited to hear.
Let's do it.
Chris, why don't you go ahead and take it away?
So, the song I decided to play, this is kind of an old song of mine. I think I wrote it when I was about 19 years old. And I guess the style I was kind of going for when I was thinking of it was like cowboy punk was kind of what I had in mind. And I guess it's a song about consciousness, although I might not have realized that when I wrote it, which is ironic. This is a song called Searchin'. I'm just searching all day long, looking for that one that finally proved me wrong. Dancing in the fire, laughing on the lawn. Never did care for school, never did care for books, never paid attention to just for